Hi friends, and welcome back to another lesson with me. Today we're going to be focusing on adjectives. Do you have any idea what an adjective is? Well, that's alright. That's what I'm here for. So, we're looking at adjectives today. Let's look at what the definition of an adjective is. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a proper noun. So, an adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. So, an adjective is a describing word. Okay? An adjective is a describing word. So that means it's a word that can tell you more about a noun or about a pronoun. It can appear before or after the word it's describing. So it doesn't have a specific position in a sentence. It can be either before the word is describing, the noun it's describing, or after. So remember, we said an adjective is a describing word because why? An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun, and it can appear before or after the word it's describing. So let's look at an example. Now planted the fragile seedlings tenderly. Now planted the fragile seedlings tenderly. The seedlings were fragile. So, out of the first sentence, what do you think is our noun? Planted is our verb. Now is a proper noun, but it's more the subject than it is the noun in the sentence. The fragile seedlings is what is being described, right? So the seedlings are fragile, and this is an example of having an adjective before the noun, right? So now planted the fragile, our adjective, seedlings, which is our noun, tenderly. He planted the fragile seedlings tenderly. Let's look at our second sentence. The seedlings were fragile. We've already established that seedlings is our noun that is being described. So this is an example of having an adjective after the noun. So it works either way. It just depends on what you're trying to say and how you're trying to say it, but an adjective can appear before or after. So, now planted the fragile seedlings. The seedlings are fragile. So, when we're thinking of an adjective, what question word do you think we are using? Is it how or what? It's what, right? The question we're asking is what. And let me just explain this quickly. So, what? The seedlings are what? Fragile. The seedlings are what? Fragile. So we're looking for the word that describes the noun. And if we're looking for the word that describes the noun, we're asking, okay, what? What about the seedlings? They are fragile. So let's just go over it one more time. So we've established that an adjective is our describing word. So when you think adjective, you think describing word, but it doesn't describe just any type of word. We're specifically looking at nouns and pronouns. Remember, I explained about how we have words, and these words need to be put into boxes in order for us to understand them. So we have a box, which is nouns. Then that box gets broken up into different parts of speech. That's what an adjective is. An adjective is a part of speech where it tells you what category or what box a specific word belongs to, right? Because every word needs a box. And our box for an adjective, well, adjective is in its own box, and it describes a noun, and a pronoun. Let me give you an example of it describing a pronoun. So we can look at Ashley is a very happy person. So here is our noun and here is our adjective. This is describing the noun, okay? So happy is describing Ashley. It is describing the noun. All right? Oh, my bad, guys. Proper. All right? So, Ashley is our noun. And what about Ashley? She's a happy person. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this short lesson about adjectives. See you guys again next time. Bye.